So, before the break, you heard former HHS Secretary Sebelius blaming the Obamacare woes on the right wing. But is this the real culprit? A new report saying Obamacare subsidies are on track to cost billions this year. And it comes as this number keeps exploding. John, the administration says these subsidies are helping bring the costs down for millions of people enrolled. What do you say?
Of course they're saying that, and they're saying that the right wing somehow calls Sebelius to go to Canada and spend hundreds of millions of dollars on the website when she could have gone to Silicon Valley, hire a couple of guys that are working out of their garage for a fraction of the cost, or blame the Tea Party because the president said you can keep your doctor and surprise, surprise, you can't, or Boehner because the president said you can keep your health plan and you can't. Look, these are acting like a bunch of petulant school children, blaming everybody that the dog ate their homework. This is not working. Time will tell if it does work, but right now this is being paid for by subsidies and increased taxes, which is exactly opposite of what they said would happen.
The subsidies are quite substantial, Sasha.
Well, I mean, the reality is all of us have subsidized health care. So if you think about the $250 billion that taxpayers spend for the deductions in employer health care, and you look at $11 billion, okay, I'm not saying $11 billion isn't a lot of money, but it's nowhere near. So it's not that it's not going to cost anything, but who among us is going to say, okay, here, you can take my subsidy back?
Okay, Gary B., what do you say?
Well, the bigger issue is, once again, we keep having faith that the government can somehow run an efficient program. It can't. Whether it's Social Security, whether it's the VA hospital, whether it's, for crying out loud, the interstate highway system, whether it's the moon landing. Look, you can argue whether they were successes or failures or whether we should have done it. The fact is, you promise, the government promises that $1 is going to be spent. You can almost count it's going to be $10 going to be spent.
Okay, Jonas, quickly.
The Bay Area garage coders would have wanted equity, first of all, and luckily we have a revenue model tied to this, which is also going up with the Dow because it has a capital gains component. So fortunately, these high costs will be paid for by high tax revenue.
All right, Gary K.
You cannot charge people for insurance $82 that actually costs $346 and have the government slash the taxpayer, pick it up, and think things are going to end up well. Gary B. says 10 times, I say 100 times. This is just going to blow up over the next few years. Look out.
Okay, that's got to be the last word. Thanks, guys. And thank you to Sasha for joining us.
Thank you.